Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time the lecture reaches you. I want to welcome you back once again to this specific channel and this specific lecture. Every new lecture, we have a new adventure and a new thing to learn. So today we shall look at preparation of how we can prepare chloroform spirit. We have already looked at how to prepare chloroform water in this specific channel. And then today we want to look at how we prepare chloroform spirit. Chloroform water and chloroform spirit are not the same. They are different, okay? And we are going to see the difference today after we finish watching up to the end and appreciating what is used, what excipients, what procedures are used, and we shall be in position to compare between how we prepare chloroform spirit and then how chloroform water is prepared. So what are the requirements we need when we are preparing chloroform spirit? We need chloroform itself, and then our vehicle is going to be ethanol, and ethanol we are taking 90% ethanol concentration, that is volume in volume ethanol concentration. Remember what we always find on market, or what we always find as our official preparations of ethanol. We have 96% ethanol preparation, we have 98% ethanol preparation. So from 98 and 96 you can actually prepare the 90% volume in volume ethanol concentration that you will use when you're preparing your chloroform spirit. So we need to have a theory of what we are dealing with, so that we have an understanding before we go to how we prepare it and what is the need for us to know this chloroform spirit. Is there anything that is special about it that we need to know? So we see that chloroform is used as analgesic, anesthetic, yes, and muscle relaxant. Sometimes how we pronounce some of the words may not be based on what you want to hear, because probably we get affected by our nursery schools, our primary schools, where we learned the basics of how to pronounce. Okay, so in case I pronounce something that is not best to your ears, please focus on the spelling. Yes. So chloroform is used as analgesic, anesthetic, and then a muscle relaxant. It is less as anesthetic. Sometimes it is poisonous due to the formation of phosphogen gas during the storage in the presence of light. So we don't prefer much to use it as anesthetic because it may get poisonous. Remember, our medicines degrade when we store them, and then if we do not follow the right storage conditions and preparation, we find that the compounds inside the preparation start reacting with each other. So for chloroform, in case it gets exposed to light, direct light, we see that it can turn or form phosphogen gas, and this phosphogen gas is poisonous to the body. So most times it may not be used as a anesthetic. We may use it as analgesic and muscle relaxant. Okay, so we know what anesthesia is, what anesthetic agent is. So in case you don't know about it, you can ask a question in the comment section, or maybe ask us to put more light on what anesthetic is. Okay, then chloroform spirit is used as a cumulative flavoring agent, and then a sweetening agent and a preservative. Okay, cumulative, flavoring, sweetening agent, and preservative. When exposed to light or air, oxidation takes place. Okay, when you expose your chloroform to light or air, it gets oxidized. Okay, if alcohol is added in small portions, it retards the oxidation. If alcohol is added in small portions, it retards the oxidation. It should be stored in a well-closed, completely filled container due to the volatile nature as well as the retarding oxidation. Okay, so we have talked about the storage, we have talked about what can affect it in storage, and we have seen that light and air can affect it while it is stored. We have also looked at how it is used, what is the use, okay, because whatever you prepare, you need to know their purpose, okay, and we know what can retard the oxidation of our chloroform, and that is alcohol. When we add alcohol in small portions, it retards the oxidation process. Okay, so after knowing the theory of chloroform, we need to know what is the formula of preparing our chloroform spirit. So here is the formula. Chloroform, we need 5 ml of chloroform, and then ethanol 90% sufficient to produce 100 ml. So in case you are asked to prepare, this is a standard to 100 ml. In case you are asked to prepare 200 ml of chloroform spirit, please, we have looked at a lecture, or we have already covered a lecture that involves enlargement and reduction of a formula. So this is like a formula that you can either reduce or enlarge based on what they have directed you to prepare. In case they have directed you to prepare 50 ml of chloroform spirit, 20 ml of chloroform spirit, something like that, you need to know that you either reduce or enlarge the formula, and this is the formula we have. What procedure do we use when preparing? We mix our measured chloroform spirit with ethanol and shake it 90%. Remember, it should be your 90% ethanol. Add sufficient ethanol to produce 100 ml of the spirit and mix. So what you're going to do, like after you have measured your chloroform spirit, first add small portion of ethanol and shake. Okay, don't add to 100 immediately, like to the target volume. Other preparation or other solution, or the remaining solution of ethanol, it can be used just to top up to the volume. Are we together? So when you have two liquids, first add in bits. I can put it in bits, like small yes, add it in bits. Okay, so you have your chloroform, you measure it, put it in a container, or put it in a measuring cylinder or conical flask, or maybe a beaker. Okay, after you put it in a beaker, you put a smaller portion of 90%, not all that will make 100 ml. So after you have put, you shake the preparation. While you are shaking, you are trying to make a uniform mixture of the two liquids. Okay, two liquids have to make a uniform mixture. So when you mix the ethanol and chloroform, you mix them together, you will form a mixture of chloroform and ethanol 90%. So after you have done that, you can now top up to the volume to 100 ml and still mix it and make sure that you have a uniform preparation. Okay, so that's our procedure, simple as that. What we need to note is our chloroform spirit, majorly we prepare it as a pharmaceutical aid, and then the dose or the requirement or the quantity we shall use is 0.1 to 1.0 ml, depending on what you're preparing. Okay, and then storage, preserve in airtight container and store in a cool, dry place away from light. We know the reason as why we are keeping it away from light. Uses, it is used as a sweetening agent, cumulative, and then carminative. I don't know how you guys pronounce this word. Yeah, like I said, don't mind about my pronunciation. Please focus on the spelling. Yes, and preservative. Okay, those are uses. And here comes questions for us. So if you've come this far listening to this specific lecture, you should be in position to answer these questions. Why is chloroform stored in an amber colored bottle? Why chloroform spirit is prepared? Why do we prepare chloroform spirit? Why do we need it? And then give applications of chloroform. How is chloroform used? Why do we need chloroform? Is it of any importance anyway? Okay. And then what is cumulative, narrative? Yes. What we are failing to pronounce all this long. What is it? Okay, you can put in the comment section what it is. And in case you don't know what it is, you can also put it in the comment section and we explain to you what it is. Okay, and then give storage conditions of the chloroform spirit. Thank you so much if you came this far to the end listening to this specific video. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for loving this channel. This specific video today goes to Edward. Edward is listening to us from Kampala. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for supporting this channel in making videos like this. Please subscribe and hit on the bell so that you get notifications whenever we upload every new video. I thank you for listening. Keep well, keep safe, and stay safe. Okay, our health is a collective responsibility. Take care of yourself and keep well. Have a good day. Have a good night in case you're going to bed, and then have a good